So I live in what is essentially a farm. It's off a main road. It's out of the way, essentially. Not many neighbors, very far away from a big old city. And I like it that way. I would so much rather prefer to live in a place like what I do than live in a place like New York or whatever. And I wanted to talk about why. And this video is my opinion on these because I am going to say some, I guess, rude stuff. And I wanted to just say this is my opinion, and I don't hate anyone who lives in New York or whatever. And yes, I am probably going to end up talking about New York because it's the biggest city I know, because it's the biggest city I've been in. And it's a city where it always seems to have the most random ass shit happening. Like, you hear about something weird happening in the city, it's either Detroit or Philadelphia or fucking New York. So, New York's probably going to be a topic and what I'm mainly going to be comparing it to. But, I want to get into it. My first point is, it's a lot more quiet. There's a lot less people. You get to just be chill. You don't have to worry about constantly running into people, and it's great for an introvert like me, I guess. I'm a bit of an introvert. I don't really like interacting with people, too. Ugh, dear Lord. I don't like interacting with people very often. I just find it weird. So living in a place where there's less people is really nice because less people. Also, it's a lot more quiet. Like, there's still cars driving by every single day. But, like, instead of having to hear the sounds that, like, you know, if you've ever watched, like, a cartoon and it's, like, the character's in New York and the character can't fall asleep because it's New York noises. I mean, there's a reason why they say it's the city that never sleeps. It doesn't. There is noise. Every single second of every single day, there's noise in New York. New York City, to be exact. So, it's just quieter. Yeah. On my second point, it's more fun. Like, I've lived in a city before. It's like, there's fun stuff to do in the sense of, like, there's trampoline parks, arcades, there's bigger buildings, more parks and stuff like that. But, like, what would you rather do? Go to a trampoline park like Sky High, or go 50 miles per hour down a dirt road on a four-wheeler while listening to Freebird? Because the second one, not only is it something out of a fucking meme, but also, it's fun as fuck. Because that's what I was doing all day today and the day before that. Well, not all day today, I only did it once today, but yesterday I was out there a lot. I was out there for a very long time, and it was very fun. And also, like, there's other fun stuff that you can do. You can go hunting, which I think is pretty fun, even though I've only been hunting once. There's just more fun stuff that you can do. And in my opinion, it's funner to live in a country area than in a city area. And that's just how I like it. My third point is, even though there's not as many people, the people are less weird, to say the least. And what I mean by weird is, like, they're more down to earth in the things that they say and that they talk about. Unlike in New York, you're not going to see some blue-haired, 550-pound SJW feminist with a blue Twitter checkmark living out in the country. Because at the end of the day, it's not really meant for them. And, I mean, like I said, I live on what is basically a farm. I do work, and even though I am slightly overweight, I have been losing weight mostly just by moving heavy shit. Like, 550 pounds does not sound like they're going to have a good time, but that's just straight up mean, and I don't want to be mean here. But it's just, the people here in the country, I have found, are a lot more down to earth, grounded, you know. The things they say make more sense, they're straight to the point, and they're just better people in my personal opinion. I would so much rather live with a hillbilly farmer than live with a blue-haired SJW Twitter feminist that you would see in the big city. It's just my personal thing. And another thing, it's also a lot safer because everyone knows each other, and you're not gonna, like, if you're friends with everyone, you're not gonna shank them in the back for their wallet, like what happens in New York. Essentially, I'm just making fun of New York. I'm going to name this Making Fun of New York. But back to the point, it's just my personal opinion. Living out in the country is better. It's just, I would so much rather live here than live back in any other city.